It's your girl Tallie Spencer. We are back with another IG Live interview today on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Today we got Blxst in the building for y'all. So that's somebody who, just released his new EP, No Love Lost, and he's been, putting out music for years now. So been gaining a lot of traction over here on the West Coast. Somebody who's very talented, very, has a work ethic that's been consistent. So we're gonna get into it and learn more about, what he's got going on right now, how he's feeling after the EP. I'm gonna go ahead and add him in. Right now we're playing Overrated, which is a song from the album.
That was
There we
good.
go. What's up?
What's the deal? Is it bad service? I got bad Wi-Fi or something?
I don't know. I know my Wi-Fi is good, so I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a hotel right now, so it probably is me.
It's all good. We here, we live. But thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you joining the show. I'm excited to have you. And first and foremost, congrats on the release of your EP.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Absolutely.
Of course, of course. How are you feeling? What's the response been like? It's been a little less than a week since you released it. So tell us, what's been going on. What's the response?
The response been crazy. Actually, it's been overwhelming. I wasn't expecting everybody to tap in the way they've been tapping in, so it's been way more you know, than I expected. That's all I can say.
Right, right. I mean, I feel like it was kind of expected given all the content that you put out beforehand. It was like the city really loves you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been putting out a lot of songs, so like it's been like a anticipation behind a full project. So I agree with you.
Definitely. So you've had a lot of anticipation, like you said, up to this full project. It's your first solo EP, which you've been in the music game for a long time now. Like for those who really know you, you've been doing this for at least 10 years now.
Yeah.
So, this is a moment where it's like you're putting out something that's your own. And I feel like people are just now starting to know, like, okay, this is who Blxst is, this is what he can do. They're noticing you now. And I feel like, are you finally feeling like you're getting that recognition?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was always a slow growth, but yeah, up until a certain point, it was like everybody start tapping in, showing love, like at a
Mhm.
rapid rate. So yeah, I feel the transition. Like the love has been way more, you know, consistent than before. Yeah.
Right, right, for sure. Because, like, I met you when you were in TIU music. So, for those who don't know, what is TIU music? What for the fans who need to catch up on their history?
Yeah, TIU Music is a label, independent label that I was from.
Mhm.
A couple years back, my friend King, his older sister, started a collective of artists, and yeah, that pretty much showed me the ropes of everything from creating merch, just branding in general.
Right. So you feel like you took a lot from that. And then when did you make the transition to becoming a solo artist? Like, because you were in a group with King for a while and then being part of TIU, you kind of were always part of groups, but then you transitioned into making a solo career for yourself. So when did you decide you wanted to do that?
Yeah, it was around the time I was having my son, so this was about 2 years ago, and I just made a decision on myself to really want to be in control of my own destiny. You could say that, and yeah, just we just had different viewpoints on certain things, so I just took it on myself to go my own route.
Absolutely. And it seems, that ended up working for you. You got to sometimes, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So, putting out music in your own way, you have more control and you're independent as of now, right?
No, so actually, I just did a partnership with Red Bull Records.
Okay, cool. So the partnership with Red Bull, are you technically signed with them?
Well, right now it's just one project. You could say
Mhm.
that partnership. Yeah.
Okay, so then they helped you with the release of the EP for No
Ab-
Love. Got you. And what's that partnership entail? What's kind of beneficial about it to you? Why did you choose to go that route?
Well, this is my first deal, so I wanted to be very cautious of doing paperwork with somebody being that I produce my own music and I write my own music, I understand my own value. So I felt like I wanted to go the unconventional route instead of going with a major label. I wanted to be in a position where I could still have creative control and still own my rights, you know. So that boy understood that 100%. You know, it was a perfect family for me to join.
Absolutely. So are you going to have future partnerships with them, with other projects, or is it going to be like a continuous relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. We in the talks of that right now. I want to definitely put out the album through Red Bull Records, but it's still in conversation.
Okay, okay. Well, we got a lot to look forward to then, it sounds like. So before this interview, I did ask my audience, like, what questions do you have for Blxst? And a lot of people have just been telling me, like, oh, tell them the EP is fire. Like, it's been getting me through grad school. It's been, just everything that people are expecting from you. So I feel like, what do you have to say to your fans about this album, or about this EP? What do you want them to know, or what do you want them to take away from it?
Because they know what's up, man. It's all love over here. I appreciate all the genuine love. Everybody be tapping in. I be trying to reply to everybody, but to my best ability. But yeah, man, they know I love them so much. And yeah, I just had a pop up the other day, and just to touch the people because I know we've been in the house for a long time. It's been a dope experience just to see my fans face to face.
Right. Was that a overwhelming experience for you? Because you were at Delamo Mall and it was like everybody was taking pictures, you were signing autographs. That was the first time you've done something like that.
Right, yeah, that was all new to me. Like I'm still soaking it in. Even just moving around and people knowing my face is
Mhm.
still new to me. So yeah, I'm appreciative of it though.
Right. Absolutely. You're very humble, which is what I like. It's like you can tell that like you focus on putting out good music and good content, but you take the time to like repost all your fan stories, which is important. That people got to feel like they connected to you in some way. So, that's definitely something I see you doing all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
live by forever humble for sure.
right. Somebody asked, a fan asked, so I feel like we don't talk about this enough. So how are you feeling today, Blxst? What's your mood today?
That's crazy. I was just talking to my team. I'm like, damn, I feel like we've been so focused on what to do next, we forget to feel in the moment that we in, you know. So when people ask me those type of questions, it make me self reflect. Like, damn, how do I feel? So right now, I feel grateful. You know, we came a long way.
Hmm.
Um, of course, we got a long way to go, but I'm just overall grateful.
Good, good. That's good to hear. And I'm glad that you're taking the time to just reflect and be in the moment because, sometimes like these moments can be short lived and like you're always chasing the next best thing. But, while you have it, while you're in the moment, like you got to soak it up because they don't last forever. So I'm happy to hear that.
Absolutely. No, I'm with you.
So as far as I know you are not trying to think too much about what's next, but people are curious if there's going to be any bigger features on the next project that you're working on, or even any singles that you're planning on putting out. Are there going to be any names that we can look forward to?
Um, I definitely got some notable features in the cut right now. That's definitely going on the next project. Hopefully, the deluxe actually for No Love Lost. Um,
Ooh, deluxe version.
deluxe definitely on the way. But yeah, we just keeping our head down working right now.
Okay. I respect it. You're always working, you're always putting out stuff, so that comes to no surprise. I do want to talk about, while I see all these eagles in the comments, Um, your brand Eagle is a clothing brand as of now, but I saw that you did another interview where you were talking about possibly turning it into a label. Is that still in the works?
Nah, that's absolutely in the works. So later down the line, what I want to do is be able to executive produce other artist projects, you know, outside of myself. Um, kind of like what I did with Bino in the six
Mhm.
tape. Like I produced that entire tape, and yeah, I want to be able to do that for multiple artists.
Right. Do you have any artists you're thinking of signing to your label, or is that too soon to talk about?
It's a couple people, but I'm real picky. Like you gotta impress me, but not on no bougie shit. But yeah, I'm just very picky and very big on quality. You know,
Hmm. What do you think you look for in an artist these days? Like, what says this person is talented to you?
Um, really just having a sense of being able to brand yourself outside of music. Of course, music is the automatic. That should be number one always. But seeing that it's really about branding yourself. How can you market yourself? What's your target audience? Things of that nature.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, and so that's a good point actually, because I feel like it's not really talked about enough. Like when you're an artist, especially today, it's important to be very like well-rounded, very multifaceted. You need to be able to do everything, and that's kind of like what you do. Like you're a producer, songwriter, singer. You kind of do a little bit of everything. So somebody who signed, would you expect the same kind of expectations?
Nah, I mean, I don't. I wouldn't expect them to do everything that I know how to do because
Hmm.
I come from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I definitely want them to be open to learn. You know, and just understand that you got to be able to listen, be able to grow, and I want to build somebody from ground up though, not like already have them popping. I want to start one and develop the artist as time goes on.
Okay, that's dope. I could see you doing that. Given, your background and your history, your ability to kind of be versatile, I could definitely see you branching into that. And as far as like things outside of music, do you have any creative hobbies or things that you like to do that kind of keep you like faceted in other areas?
Um, yeah, so I mean, I do all my cover art, so I'm really heavy on like graphic
Graphic.
stuff, yes, things like that. And I'm designing my merch right now. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm into outside of music that people don't really know about.
Is designing, graphic designing.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you design the album cover for No Love Lost?
Well, the cover is basically just a picture.
Right. Or did you kind of, like the creative decision around it?
Girl Erin, which is one of my creative directors on my Eagle team, she helped set up that whole shoot. So shout out to Erin, EP, my dog.
I love that. I love that. So, given your history, given that you were somebody who has been independent and has gotten to this point, what advice would you have for upcoming and other artists who kind of look up to you and are watching your journey right now?
My only advice would be just to stay consistent. Like as an independent artist, it's easy to lose hope because you look at other artists like, damn, how they doing this? How they get all these looks? But really, you got to put in your 10 years of work,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
put in hours, and it's like planting a seed. Like it grows underneath, but when it grows on top, that's when you enjoy the fruits of your labor. So focus on them roots first, and then you can grow into the tree that you're supposed to be.
Facts. Those are some gems, Blast.
Mm.
Free gems. I hope people are picking all this up. Especially, for our platform for Remix Mag, like we work with a lot of independent talent as well. So we're always looking for people like you to serve as mentors and to kind of drop those gems because it does take that like shared knowledge for people to be like, okay, like I understand or I get it.
Yeah.
And that's important. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Um, I also saw that you said in an interview, you said that you feel like your music is like a lady magnet. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I mean that's kind of intentional though. Like I like making songs for ladies. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
love, intimate,
Right. It's
melodic.
I feel like I have a unique perspective on it that most people don't have, and I just know that if the ladies rock with it, the niggas don't fall behind anyway. So that's just how I go.
What do you feel like is your unique perspective that makes, your music kind of stand out different from other people's?
It's just like I have no ceiling. Like I'm not afraid to be vulnerable, and I'm not afraid to speak on these certain topics that people may not think is cool. Like I don't have no cap on what I have to talk about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's very important. Especially with this EP, I feel like we're getting a different, not a different side of you, but like maybe a more vulnerable side. Can you talk a little bit about some of the inspirations that led to the tracks that you put on the EP?
Yeah, I mean, I would say even a song like "Be Alone," that's a real incident. You know what I'm saying? Just facing the challenges of the hours you put in as an artist in the studio, or just being out in general. Those are times that you got to spend away from your loved ones or your family. So just creating that sacrifice or understanding the sacrifices that it take as a independent artists or anybody grinding, whether it's any field that you in.
Right. Right. What do you feel like got you to this point? Like, what's your overall passion and motivation for why you make the music that you make?
Um, I think it's just more so like a a therapeutic way to express myself. If I had to put it in one pot, like
Mhm.
it's just easy to self reflect and just get shit off your chest.
Right. So you write obviously your own music. When do you feel like is the best mood for you to write music in? Like, do you like to be like happy, sad? Do you have a certain mood that you like to write in?
I just like to be inspired. Like I don't really think about the emotion I'm in. I just got to be inspired, and it can come from anything. I could be watching a cartoon and be like, "Oh, that's creative. I want to write a song," or, you
Mhm.
know, I just try to find inspiration in any small thing.
Got you. Got you. That takes a lot of creative mind, creative thinking. Do you feel like it's been harder to be creative with the quarantine? Like, where's your inspiration coming from right now?
Nah, I mean, I feel like it's better actually because it forces you to think outside the box. Like, and I'm always recording at the house anyway, so yeah, it's the usual for me.
It's the usual for you. Got you. What do you feel like has been the highlight of your quarantine so far? You know, a lot of people are struggling, I would say, to like figure out a routine or just struggling with like not being able to be social or go to events. So, what would you say has been kind of like the highlight for you in all of this?
The highlight for me was putting out this project.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd
That's
be if I didn't say that, and having a release party that was dope too.
mm-hmm. Socially distance, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to get into some fan questions that we have here, just because, you know, they're very curious about you. They want to know why is Forever Humble not on Apple Music?
Oh my God! If I hear that question one more time, I was playing. But yeah, it's gonna be on a project. I'm planning to put it on a deluxe, so it'll be on all platforms. We just couldn't get the because I didn't produce that record, so we couldn't get the paperwork right in time. But it's gonna be on a deluxe.
Okay, and when is the deluxe going to drop?
I'm not even sure yet. It's still a work in process.
I feel like we got to have it before cuffing season.
Nah, yeah, it's gonna be way before that. Yeah,
When is cuffing season technically? That's like,
I thought Valentine's Day when you said that.
I thought like September, October. Well, maybe October because it starts to get cold and then people start listening to R&B music.
Right? Nah, you're right. Cuffing season, winter time.
Wintertime. Who are some of your main influences? This is another fan question.
Main influences. I don't know. I get it. Like I said, I get inspired by everything. But the first thing that can come to my mind is like Pharrell. I like how he was like just different from what everything was going what was going on at the time with the skateboarding aspect and everything. So
Mhm.
I just like to be out of pocket. When people expect me to do something, that's when I like to switch it up.
That's
And I
me.
get Pharrell like that.
I feel you. You got to be versatile in your approach. Got to keep the people interested. What do you feel like is like the most versatile thing you that you're gonna do in the future when you drop music? Like, are you gonna go into rapping a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, of course I get in that bag every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what'll really bring me out of my out of my norm is just working with other artists that people wouldn't necessarily expect me to work with. Um, yeah, that's what I'm excited to do.
All right. I think we could look forward to that. Some people said they want to see you do a collab with Big Sean, Meek Mill, Drake. Are those any artists that you would work with?
Yeah, all three of them definitely.
If you
Have,
had in order of who you would want to work with most, who would that be?
I mean, of course, Drake. That's all.
Right? Why not?
You
What
said
about females?
you said why wouldn't I want to work with Drake?
No, yeah, I'm saying like obviously, yeah, you would work with Drake.
Derek Milano, you're a fool. He said we need that brass and Soldier Boy.
Last Soldier Boy. I can see it.
Right. Now, what you say though?
I said, what about some females? Who are some females that you would want to work with?
I want to work with Janae, her. Um, I don't know, and I feel like I can relate to their music because it's more laid back and chill. And that's the vibe I'm on.
More laid back and chill. Yeah, that's true. Do you feel like you like define your music as that, as laid back and chill?
Yeah, something to cruise to, something to, smoke to, and just feel like you in your comfort zone just to be yourself.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What's your favorite way of collaborating with people? Do you like to do in-person studio sessions, or do you like to send beats, like get it over with kind of quick, or what's your favorite way to work with other artists?
It depends on the vibe, you know what I'm saying? If it's an artist that I don't really vibe with, of course I'm gonna just want to sing you the record. But 9 times out of 10, if I don't vibe with you, I'm not gonna sing you the record anyway. So yeah, but if we in person, I feel like it's best if we vibe in the same studio. Yeah, of course.
Right, right. Because I know a lot of artists sometimes they're just like, oh, let me just send it real quick over the laptop and get it done. And then they prefer just having that like quickness factor. But I think you're right when it comes to like an in-person studio vibe. So you're based in LA. Are there any other cities that you want to go to, travel to, work in that you haven't been to yet?
Um, I mean, I've been to New York, but I feel like I definitely need to go back out there, um, and just really just see what the culture is like. I feel like that's the one piece I'm missing, like just being on a different side, like letting people hear me on from next side of town.
Because you got a lot of West Coast sounds, West Coast audience members. So spreading out into the East Coast a little bit, I feel like will be the next goal. They said pull up to Toronto.
Absolutely, that's time to touch the streets.
I feel you. I mean, it's only up from here, from what you put out so far, the work that you've been putting in. You've been very consistent. So I have no doubt, you're going to take over the globe soon. You're going to be having international shows. So congratulations, honestly, on everything that you have up to this point.
Nah, thank you. That mean a lot, and I definitely fuck with what you doing. Like I told you before, I'm proud of you, and
Ooh,
we ever man.
I appreciate you. And thank you again for taking the time to do this. Congrats again on your EP, and we'll be in touch. I'm sure you got a lot more on the way, so we're going to have to catch up. But, thank you again.
Absolutely, thank you. Everybody in here, make sure you go stream No Love Lost right now on all platforms.
No
Uh,
love
Eagle Gang, appreciate you too.
on repeat. It's honestly like nonstop. So I don't know. It takes a lot for me to have a project on repeat like that.
I feel you. I feel you. You
So,
are 100% into that project, so that mean a lot.
good. I'm glad. So I know you're going to continue to put out 100% in everything. We'll make sure to, support, repost, stream, all that. But in the meantime, stay safe. Have a blessed rest of your quarantine, and we'll talk again soon.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right, y'all. That was Blxst. We just caught up with real quick. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. That was a great interview. He talked a lot about, No Love Lost, which is out now on all platforms. And keep streaming that. But in the meantime, I'm your host, Tallie Spencer. This is my platform, Remixd Magazine. We host interviews with independent, upcoming talent and even established talent. So, we get to know a little bit more about artists, their journeys, what they've done, where they're going, what they got next. And yeah, that was the homie. So thank you guys for tuning in, and y'all are a great support base. I see all the Eagle fans in here, so I hope y'all go continue streaming the album, and we'll catch y'all next time.